Hey, hey, Tori. Tori wanted to get in this live shot today. Hi, honey. Look at this. I'm going to say hi to the world. Hi, everybody. Fed her. It's Sunday night at 6 p.m. This is the time I normally go live right here on my Facebook coaching page. And I realized I've got a whole Facebook page. I don't know why I don't go live there, especially because oftentimes the things that I talk about are obviously directly applicable to everybody. And so first of all, just to check in, how are your heart and soul today? Mine is doing okay. I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I got one shot. Let me know if you have a shot, if you've gotten one of the shots. I've gotten one shot, the Moderna shot, the Dolly Parton shot. And it feels like it is getting closer and closer to being able to be more real. Hey, also, it looks like my internet is going down. Is this laggy for you guys? Anyway. Hey, tonight I wanted to talk about the importance of having a vision for your life. And I was talking about today, I was teaching for Journey Life Coaching course. It's a life coaching certification organization that I teach a couple of times with. And the classes that I teach are on the art of questioning. And today was a coaching model called the 5D coaching model. So it's really just based on appreciative inquiry. How do we have a conversation that helps people move into the future with their lives? And how do we ask the questions that are both positive and future focused? And part of it, so there's 5 Ds, right? So there's define and discover and dream and design and destiny. Those are the 5 Ds. I call them the female singing group of appreciative inquiry. But that one dream, it's number 3 step. I think that's really hard for a lot of people because most people, hi Elena, thanks for stopping by. A lot of people don't know how to dream anymore. Oftentimes when I talk with my clients and I ask them, what is it that you want in life? They can very quickly go down a list of all the things they don't want. And that is helpful, but it doesn't actually create the vision for what you do want with your life. And my friends, this is why it's so important. We are being inundated all day long with messages from other sources, be it media, news, advertisement, just going into the grocery store. Get this, there's over 35,000 brands all on the shelves screaming at you to change their life for them, change your life for them, to eat their products, to behave this way, to buy this certain product. So if we don't have a really clear vision for what we want in life, we become like a pinball going back and forth in a pinball machine, constantly reacting to what life gives us, as opposed to being able to walk a very steady line and a very steady walk to the destination we want to create for ourselves. And I get it. It can feel nearly impossible. It feels like the world is a bit on fire. And the reason why is because that is the thing that feeds this fear. And if we're in a state of fear constantly, we're going to buy more newspapers. We're going to watch more news. We feed this energy that comes up, and we have to know more. You know, some of my most creative friends, and I live in LA. I love it. Thanks, Amy. A lot of my most creative friends here in the world are also, interestingly, the most fueled with anxiety. I think part of it is because they're creating imagery. You know, anxiety is a world of the future, and we create a future vision for ourselves that then we act into, right? So if we have anxiety, we're creating images about what the future might be, and then we react to those images with anxiety, with fear, with that heart breath, the short breath, the palpitations. And I think they're able to do this because they're so creative. So how do we harness the power to create better imagery for ourselves? How do we harness the power to create an image that is so powerful for us that we start living into that future? Creating clarity around what it is that you want, what it is, the experiences that you want, what are the, and oftentimes we define it so short. We define it in such a small packet that it's only about the job or the career or the money. But what about how do you want to show up in your body and in your health? What's their vision for that? What's your vision for your intellectual life? How do you want to continue learning throughout your life? What about your vision for your emotional state? How would you like to increase or have a very rich emotional life? What are the emotions you would love to experience more of? What about your relationships in partner and in social life? What about the vision of just your quality of life? What would you like your quality of life to be? We sometimes narrow our vision to just this thing that we think we want to achieve that brings us more money or status. But what about the human we want to be? What about the vision of the kind of parent you want to be? What about the vision for the kind of partner, the kind of community you want to live in, how you want to give back to the world? This work of creating a crystal clear vision for your life and then asking yourself, have I created a vision that excites me, that ignites something of me, that actually might be a challenge for me to actually step into? Is that worthy of me to be excited to go forward and go after this? Because with any great vision, there's going to be difficulties. There's not a straight line to it. There's going to be massive failures as well as massive wins. There's going to be huge disappointments as well as huge joys. So if it's not something that really drives you or you get excited about, it's going to be super easy for you to quit. It's going to be challenging for you to stick to it. And so this is why, and I get so excited about this work. So as a coach, I get super excited to be able to work with my clients to create a vision that might blow their socks off. That they might actually be really scared to admit, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. But if it's scary enough, I know they're going to be, not too scary, that they're going to go off of it, but scary enough or challenging enough that they could actually change their life by doing it, by changing their emotional life, by changing their intelligent life, by changing the quality of life. Creating that vision for yourself is critical to get you to where you want to go. And if you don't do it, I'm going to tell you, you're going to live your life in the way that everybody else wants you to, the way that advertisers want you to, the way the media wants you to, the way that organized religions or organized communities. And worse, I think, is you're going to live your life the way that the workplace wants you to. And they're going to want you to live a life with fewer resources, dedicating more time to them so that you give up the freedom to create the life that you want. Becoming clear in over 12 different areas of your life around what it is that you want to live and how you want to show up will drive you in that direction. Without it, you're going to be pushed around in the car like a ping pong ball or like a pinball. and be bumped around based on what everybody else wants for you. And what everybody else wants for you serves them. It doesn't serve you. That's my talk, my friends. And I'm going to tell you, this isn't necessarily easy work, but man, when you can get this down and when you can really start clarifying what it is, oh, you're so welcome, Leanne, what it is that you want to create, and then start creating from that place a strategy or a game plan, there's no way you can fail because you're on the map. You're headed in that direction. And even when life comes in the way and turns you upside down, you land knowing the direction you want to go. It's powerful stuff, my friends. And if you need to start with all the things you don't want in your life, it's a fine place to start. But it's only the start. You have to clarify what it is you do want, because that's what gets the engine going. My friends, that is Sunday night at Moffitt Talks. So glad you stopped by. Here, I'm going to give you a preview of the Moffitt Talks Live, which happens the last Wednesday of every month. This month is called Rejection Rehab. I'm super excited about it, and I'm changing the format about it. It's going to be part entertainment, part education, and part coaching. I'm going to coach someone live if they're willing to do it, but I'm going to be part entertaining. I'm going to bring my storytelling in, my improv in, and I'm going to share with you what is happening when we get rejected, why it's so painful for us, and why we often avoid doing the things that we know we really want to do because we're not actually afraid of failing. Failing would actually be okay. What we're really afraid is rejection and not feeling like we belong or someone not agreeing with what we want. Yes. So my dear friends, thank you for stopping by. I'm here every Sunday at 6 p.m. It's a joy to see you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to see you. Bye, Aleda. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Leanne. And thanks, Sandy, for stopping by. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, everybody.